Hoppers, I'm Jack the Greek, and welcome back for another of my cooking episodes. Today on the CrossRay BBQ, as you can see in front of me, we've got a beautiful 4.5 kilo brisket. Yep, we're going to do some slow cooking today. Jack the Greek, we haven't done that before, but today is going to be a special day. We're going to complement it with some American mustard and some beautiful pit master beef rub from our friends at Kingpin Barbecue. And yes, of course, it's going to be cooked on our CrossRay BBQ. We're going to cook it on the top grill, just up here, with 2 burners on low for around 4 hours. And then I think what we're going to do is, again, like I said, we're experimenting. We're going to wrap it up in some paper and then put it back on the top grill for about another hour. And I think that will bring it all together, keep the juices together, and really, really soften it up and make it nice and tender. So let's get on with it. Let's start preparing our brisket. Now, of course, can't forget, we're going to be using our smart probe, but we're going to put that in around the 3-4 hour mark because we know that it's not going to cook that quickly, so we'll put it in towards the end when we're going to wrap up our brisket. Now, this brisket, thanks to our friends at Preston Market and Mario's Meats, you can see is quite clean from fat as well. But if you wanted to take off more fat, you could. But I probably wouldn't take any more off than what this has got on at the moment. You want to keep a little bit of fat there. It won't hurt, just like this. All right, just take the edges off. But really, the piece that you see here, maybe just a little bit here, it's just about ready to go on the barbecue. And looking behind me, the 2 burners on low, it's sitting on about 150 degrees, and that's where we want it. So there we go, just a little bit of fat like that. We'll put on the side. Now, what we want to do is grab our mustard. Now, if you want, you don't have to put mustard. You can also put Worcestershire sauce, just like that. And we'll just apply that like that. And while the mustard will give it some flavour, the other reason why you will do it is to allow for the spices and the rub to stick as well. There we go. Beautiful. Just like that. So the next thing we're going to do is put our Kingpin Barbecue Pitmaster Beef Rub. And of course, like I said, you can make your own rub, but we're just going to use this one here. Oh, we'll just open the lid, just like that. There we go. Oh, beautiful. What a beautiful smell. Once we master this one, everyone, we probably might make a Greek version. But let's go with a beef style one for now. But you want plenty of rub on this. Plenty. You want to cover it all. Just like that. There we go. Make sure you put plenty on it. Don't be shy. So we're going to turn it over now, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And like I said, do not be shy with your rub. You want to make sure you've covered it, and it's like a seal, basically. There we go. Look at that. And that's why it's called rub, because you rub it into the meat. Opa. There you go. Hey, there's one from Jack the Greek. There we go. Keep putting it on. Keep applying it. Rub it in smoothly. Now, some people say, let this sit for a while. Other people say not to. Today, because we're already here and we're recording live, we're going to put it straight on the barbecue. There we go. Just like that. Have a look at the other side again. And away we go. Opa, look at that. Beautiful brisket. Yep, just a little bit more. And you can see it's starting to absorb now. And that's what I meant by making sure you put plenty of it. Just like that. Some gaps back here. We'll put that in. And there we have it. That is our brisket. All rubbed up with its spices. Thanks to our friends at Kingpin for providing our spices for today. And there we have it. Just like that. Now, time to put it onto the barbecue. So, sitting at about 150 degrees centigrade and about 300 degrees Fahrenheit with 2 burners on low. It's not going to get any higher than that. But, again, you do want to check your temperature throughout the cooking process because what you don't want to do is cook it too early. So, what we're going to do is we're not going to put it in the middle. We know that the CrossRay BBQ by heat strip cooks quite evenly, but we don't want direct flame. So we're going to put it on one side, just like that. Just there. We've got the 2 burners on the left on, and we're going to put our meat as far as we can on the right. And we're just going to turn the lid down and put the stopwatch on. We'll be back in a few hours to check it. Opa. Opa, welcome back. You're with Jack the Greek. It's been around 4 hours now since we've had our brisket on the CrossRay BBQ on the top grill. It's been sitting on about 150 degrees centigrade and about 300 degrees Fahrenheit with just 2 burners on low. Adjust it to the environment, adjust it to your gas that you might have, because if you do have a natural gas or bottle, it will be a little bit different. But you can see what I'm holding here, the Smart Probe. You can also buy that on the CrossRay BBQ. Now, we're using one of them today, and it's sitting, right now, our brisket is sitting at around 180 degrees Fahrenheit. And what we want to do is we want to bring it up to around 220 degrees Fahrenheit. But for the next hour, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it up. So the first thing we'll do is we'll grab our baking paper just here, just like this. And what we'll do is we'll cut a few pieces out. And what this is going to do, this is going to prepare the meat for this last hour. Now, some people don't cover it, but I'm choosing to cover it for this particular example. So we probably need 2 pieces just like that there. We'll just move away our Smart Probe. And again, it is Bluetooth, so you can use it quite easily. So what we'll do is we'll grab a couple of gloves, just here, quickly put them on. So we've got our gloves on now, and we're just going to grab our brisket just like this. Beautiful, look at that. Opa, look at the juices. Opa, beautiful. Oh, there we go. Amazing, beautiful, beautiful. There we have it. We just have our rod there, our Smart Probe. We'll leave it in, we'll take it out now, because we know for the next hour or so, we know it's going to come up automatically to the right temperature. So what we'll do is we'll cover it just like this. Opa. Just like a present. And again, we're going to leave it on low, the 2 burners, just like this. And we're going to tip it upside down now. All right, no, I think we're going to get one more. That's probably the safest way. So grab that like that. Whoop, just drop that down there. We'll bring that in just like this. And there we go. There's no need to rush. The important thing is to get this right. It is our first time we're making one, so that's even more important while we're going to get it right. Now, put it again, straight back in on the top grill, just like that. So we've just put it back in there now and wrapped it up with the baking paper. We've just turned it up just a little bit more. We don't want to put it on high, but we don't want to have it on low, because what we want to do, we want to bring up the temperature, the internal temperature of the barbecue, to closer to 200 degrees Celsius, or around 400 degrees Fahrenheit for the last hour. So we've had it in for about 4 hours now. It's going to take around 5 hours to cook about 4 kilos of brisket. So it is the first time we're making one. So we'll be back in an hour and see what it actually looks like. So we're now moving into close to the 6th hour. The first 4 hours, as you remember, we had the brisket on the top grill, uncovered and unprotected at around 150 degrees Celsius, which is around 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we wrapped that up in some Glad paper, and for the last hour, we've had it sitting at around 200 degrees Celsius by increasing the 2 burners. Now, it's sitting at about 210 degrees Fahrenheit. It's exactly where we want it. So let's open it up, and let's get it ready and open it up and put it in some foil to let it rest. So it's very hot. We're very, very careful. It's going to grab some towels, just like this, and lift it over and bring it here. There we go. Whoa, look at that. All the juices are starting to come out already. Just clean it up a little bit. There we have it. Look at this. Come in close and have a look. Oh, look at this. Beautiful brisket. Beautiful. Just protect the juices there. There we have it. Look at that. Opa, look at that smell. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. And look how soft it is. Look at that. Look at this. Beautiful. Amazing. Amazing. So, the challenge now, though, is going to be to get it into some foil. But that shouldn't be a problem. And resting time for a piece of meat this big, we probably want to rest it for around 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll just put a piece there, just like that. And this wind's not going to help us, but we've done it before, and we'll do it again. So here we go. Just like that. I'll put the foil there. Opa. There we go. So we'll just turn it around like that, and we'll put one of our towels just there and here, and that will hold it. So here we go. We'll just grab our brisket. Oh, it's going to fall apart. It's about to fall apart. Beautiful. There we have it. Now we're going to keep these juices. We're not going to throw them away. Beautiful. There we have it. And we'll just close it up. And we'll let that rest just like this for around 10 minutes. Now with these juices, you can just make a bit of a gravy if you like. You could actually pour it on top, and that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to put this into a little bowl, and then I'll show you how I'm going to apply that when we cut up our meat. Opa. We've let the brisket rest for around 10 minutes, and now we're going to open it. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that beautiful brisket. Opas. There we go. We'll just take it out of the foil. Just like this. Wow. Look how soft it is. I'm scared I'm going to take it out and it's just going to fall apart. There we go. Look at this beautiful piece. Wow. Look at that. Amazing. Let's just get rid of that. Just like that. Clean our hands and just have a look at this beautiful piece. Beautiful. Look at that. Excellent. Excellent. So I'm just going to slice it now in half. And let's have a look inside. Opas. Look at that. Beautiful piece. Beautiful brisket. Look at that. Look at the juices just coming out as it goes. Look. Look at that. Beautiful. How soft and tender it is. Beautiful. There we go. So we're just going to slice a few pieces now. Look, you can barely slice it. It's just falling apart. Maybe we'll try a different knife. That's better. We'll maybe use this one. Look at that. Oh, bars. Look at that. Just breaking up. Look. Look at that. Beautiful. Just breaking up. Easy as that. Lovely. So we had this on the CrossRay BBQ for nearly 5 hours. Cooking away. Probably just over 5. Closer to 5.5 is what we had it cooking. And there we are. You can see it here as I cut it. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Just falling apart. Oh, amazing. Look at that beautiful brisket. Oh, bus. Look at that. What a barbecue you can have. Of course, you can complement this with whatever you like. Look at that. Let's have a taste. Oh, beautiful. Oh, amazing. Look at that. Look how juicy it is. And as I promised, the juices that were at the bottom of the baking paper when I had it all wrapped, a beautiful brisket, and now I'm just going to pour that on top, just like that, just to give it that extra beautiful juiciness. There we go. Just pour that over. And if you want, this is like a pre-gravy. If you want, what you can do is you can put this in a little saucepan and put a bit of corn flour and put it back on the CrossRay BBQ on a little pan. And what that will do is that will then thicken up a little bit more, and it can act as a beautiful gravy, just like that. There we go. So we've got that there, and we've got our beautiful brisket. Like I said to you, let's summarize now very quickly. It's about a 4 kilo brisket. We cooked it nearly probably 5.5 hours on the CrossRay BBQ. First 4 hours, we want 2 burners on low on the left-hand side, and we had the brisket on the right-hand side. Then after 4 hours, I wrapped it up in baking paper and put it to about 200 degrees Celsius for about another hour and about an hour and 20 minutes. And then finally, I let it rest for about 10 minutes. And this is what you get. A beautiful, succulent, soft, juicy, beautiful beef brisket. Thanks again. First time effort. I think we did all right. Obas.